Get ready for the legal dictation. The detailed PDF link is in the description box. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. The present petition is filed questioning the action of the respondents in not paying the retirement benefits in entirety to the petitioner in view of the letter dated 28/2020 of respondent number 4 as illegal and arbitrary. The petitioner was initially appointed as surveyor in Town and Planning Department on 22/10/1991 and subsequently he was promoted as assistant city planner in the year 2016. On attaining the age of superannuation, the petitioner had retired from service on 36/2020, while so on the basis of a surprise inspection of the town planning section of Tadepalli municipality by the ACP. Draft articles of charges were furnished to the petitioner while letter dated 28/2020 alleging that the petitioner was responsible for certain works while doing in the respondent department. However, no charge memorandum was issued to the petitioner. Taking note of the contemplation of disciplinary proceedings against the petitioner, the government had accorded sanction of 80% of retirement gratuity paid GORT 1097 Finance Department dated 22/6/2000 and provisional pension was paid. The grievance of the petitioner is that though the petitioner had retired from service on 36/2020 on attaining the age of superannuation, no disciplinary inquiry was initiated against him and therefore the petitioner is entitled to full retirement benefits. When the matter was taken up for hearing on 8/10/2025, the land assistant government pleader sought time for getting instructions as to whether the articles of charges were issued to the petitioner under the Andhra Pradesh Civil Services Classification, Control and Appeal Rules 1991 or not. Land assistant government pleader appearing for the respondents passed on the signed instructions of the respondent number 4 by letter dated 13/10/25, wherein it is stated that the government by memo dated 23/10/24 had requested the Director General to furnish the draft articles of charges against the petitioner for framing of articles of charges under section 20 of the rules 1991 and that the government orders are awaited. It is further mentioned in the written instructions that the petitioner was paid a provisional pension at the rate of 75 and a gratuity to the extent of 80% as mentioned above was paid to the petitioner. It is further mentioned that the petitioner had submitted a representation on 8/10/24 for sanction of full pension and the remaining 20% gratuity, and the same is forwarded to the government and orders are awaited. Heard the respective counsel. Though the letter dated 28/2020 states that draft articles of charges were issued to the petitioner, the letter doesn't disclose any draft articles of charges being issued to the petitioner. Further, the written instructions passed by the land assistant government pleader states that the government had requested the Director General to furnish the draft articles of charges for framing charges under Rule 20 of the Rules 1991. However, as on date, no draft articles of charges nor any charge memorandum had been issued to the petitioner. As the petitioner had retired from service on 36/2020 and after a lapse of 40 years from the date of retirement, no charge memorandum can be issued to the petitioner in view of Rule 9(2)(b) of the AP Revised Pension Rules 1980, which mandates the issuance of charge memorandum within 4 years from the date of incident. In view of the above, the writ petition is allowed and the respondent authorities are directed to pay full pension and the remainder of retirement to the petitioner within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of a copy of this order. There shall be no order as to cost. Stop.